My name's Kellyanne Collins and I'm the General Manager of an organisation called Dance Resource Base. And we are a support organisation for dance professionals in Northern Ireland. So our members are a range of choreographers, dance practitioners, facilitators, teachers, a whole range of sort of people in that profession. I have recently I'd become General Manager of the organisation, and I'd been looking around for a couple of years for something that would give me a sort of foundation for running an arts organisation, and when this came up it seemed kind of perfect, so I thought, and you know, you got a formal qualification at the end of it, which was an added bonus, so that's why I went ahead with it. Personally, it's confidence as well, and learning the business of running an organisation. I mean, this was the first time, I've only been in this job about 2.5 years, but a lot of that beginning period of time is just learning what the organisation does, then becoming really good at running or managing the business of an organisation was a big step up for me. I'd run sort of programs and projects before, but it's a big change to actually running an organisation and thinking about its future, and I think giving me the foundation tools to be able to think about those things is kind of one of the key things I've gotten out of it. Given that I'm sort of the only employee of the organisation, anything that benefits me personally or makes me better at running the organisation that I'm running helps the organisation. I mean, we've also, the assignments were all very targeted towards the practical of what you do within your organisation. So, you know, we've got strategic planning for the organisation, we've got a fundraising plan for the organisation, we've got a business plan now for the organisation. So all those things are really concrete outcomes, as well as sort of my own personal development from the course. It's confidence in someone to talk to. As I said, I'm the only person in the organisation. We have an admin assistant who comes in sort of 20 hours a week, but it's having, and I've got a board as well who are really great. So, I mean, you know, you have those, but there needs to be someone that you can just run through an idea with before it's fully thought through. Because when you're presenting something to a board, they want something that they can make a decision on. They want the final outcome. And, you know, you want someone who's thinking strategically at the same level that you are. So a mentor is someone who's outside of the organisation, so you have to explain and think things through properly. And they're also someone who can just point out the things you haven't thought of. And because you've been through that process of having to explain it and having to really be sure or certain about your ideas, you know, that sort of relationship, having someone to get to that point with, is really, really beneficial. You don't realise until you're in this sort of position just what a change of thinking is required. You think because you know how to do the job, that's the same thing, and it's not. It's about being aware of what your choices are and what your options are. So it widens your perspective and widens the scope with which you think about what your organisation can do. So I would say to anyone, if you are starting out, it's really useful because it's a bit of a foundation. You know, you're given all the tools from the beginning, and then you can do with them what you like. And the confidence, if you kind of want something that's sort of a bit more structured than sort of a one-day or a half-day course, it's something that really is intensive. And there's great networks as well. I mean, if that's, you know, you get a great group of people that you work with who you can go back to again and talk things through, and they're there for a long time. So they would be the key benefits, I think I would say to other people. It was tough, don't get me wrong, you know, getting all the work done as well as running an organisation is tough, but the people you work with and the teachers are all really quite understanding, and they want you to do well and they want you to get the most out of it. So it's an incredibly supportive environment as well. So yeah, really enjoyable.